Hi, let's look at number 2. So number 2, you can see that there are tick marks going all around the shape. So that means that, and it's just one tick mark each. So that means that all 3 of those sides are the same length. Their lengths are equal in measure. So unlike the other one, where I just had 2 sides that are the same, all 3 of them are the same here. So if I start writing my equation, and I say, well, this side equals this side, which equals this side. That seems a little much, doesn't it? Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want that many equal signs in your problem. So I'm going to rethink this. If all of them are equal, then it shouldn't matter which 2 I use because they're the same numbers, the same length. So I get to pick which side lengths I use to make my equation. I could pick any of the 2 that are here because all 3 of them are equal to each other. So if I'm going to do that, if I'm going to pick, I'm going to pick the easier ones. Could I use 6x minus 5? Yeah, but I'd rather not. And instead, I'm going to use 5x because it's short. And I'm going to use 3x plus 10 because it has addition. So that makes it easier. I'm less likely to make mistakes. So now, when I solve this equation, again, I have variables on both sides. So I'm going to subtract the 3x's from both sides because I only want variables on one side of the equation. So if I take away 3x's, I wouldn't have any x's left on the right. And 5x minus 3x, so 5x's minus 3x's is 2x's left over. And then on the right here, I have positive 10. So now I just have 2 times something is 10. I think I know 2 times what is 10, but I will go through the motions and divide both sides by 2, and x equals 5. Yay. So now how am I going to check it? Well, I'm going to check it by putting it into the side lengths, because if I get the same side length all the way around my triangle, then I have the right value for x. So let me start with the one I didn't try yet. 6, and I'm going to substitute in 5 for x. So 6 times 5 minus 5. Well, 6 times 5 is 30, minus 5 is 25. So this side length will be 25 units. Over here, 3, and I'm substituting in 5. 3 times 5 plus 10. Well, 3 times 5 is 15, plus 10 is 25. So this side length will be 25 units. And the last one is the easy one, 5 times 5. Well, 5 times 5 is 25. Well, look at that. I started writing 25. Look at that. All these sides are 25 units. Yay. It's an equilateral triangle, and it worked. So I have the right equation, and I have the right solution. So in the last 2 that you're going to try, what I want to point out about number 3 is you can only use these 2 sides here to write your equation. So your equation is kind of already set. You have to use 5x minus 0.5 because that side equals 4x plus 1. So that's the equation that you're going to have to solve. The third side, 9x minus 1, that's side AB. That's a different length than the other 2. So once you know what x equals, you can substitute it in to find that side length, which should be longer than the other 2 sides. And then the last thing I wanted to point out to you is number 4, and I know it's cut off at the bottom here, but number 4, the tick marks aren't here. They forgot to mention that this is actually an equilateral triangle. My phone's ringing. It's weird. Anyway, so I'm going to wrap it up here, but number 4 is kind of like number 2. So you can use any of the 2 sides to write the equation and then substitute it in. All right, thanks for watching.